Alright, first things first, let's talk about the loadout I'm using for this. I am using a sniper rifle, a rapid fire in secondary, and I'm not really going to use the melee too much. This fight is mostly going to be focused around the two guns here. So these Raknoids are very hard to kill, mostly because they have a lot of health. So what you're gonna need is a very heavy hitting weapon. I'm using the Vectis Prime here, and let me just show you real quick what I'm using on this. I have a Riven for this, but you do not have to have a Riven. But listen guys, I'll tell you that these new enemies that DE brought to the game in Fortuna, they are very well designed and they are very difficult. If you can, I would say try your best to get a Riven, but if you cannot, just build a weapon as powerful as you can. Now, the build I'm using here is magnetic. Okay, the main damage or the highest damage dealing element here is magnetic. You can use magnetic or electricity because that is what the Raknoids are weak against. Alright, so my secondary here is the Scyto Prime. I probably butchered that name, guys, but anyways, the build I'm using here is electricity. The reason I'm using this is not so much to deal damage, but to take care of nullifiers, alright? This is rapid firing and it's very good against nullifier bubbles. Nullifiers usually take about 4 hits, 4 to 6, I believe. So when you have a rapid firing weapon like this, even if it's unmodded, it will take down the nullifier really fast because of that fixed damage amount. It's all about how fast you can hit that nullifier. I have the Guandao for a melee here. This is kind of just a sweeper when I get overwhelmed. You know, spin to win for the win. We're not going to talk about this because this melee weapon is irrelevant for this video. Now, one thing I do want to talk about, guys, here that's especially important is the focus school I'm using with this, and that's Zeneric. Now, for those of you who have been early subscribers to my channel, you saw my video about the index, and I was using Zeneric to slow down the enemies and knock them over. This is one of the reasons I'm using Zeneric here. There are a lot of corpus enemies that will overwhelm you in this fight besides the Raknoids, and you want to slow them down to, you know, just basically take that pressure off you. Alright, so we're here at the Temple of Prophet, guys. This is where I like to summon these enemies and fight them. The Temple of Prophet is a really good place to get your alert level really high. And also, I started with the highest level bounty from Utico, and that makes the enemies start at a higher level. So I don't have to wait too long for the level to scale up. Alright, yeah, so we're ready. Let's go ahead and cause some chaos.